What's up, Brandon? How you doing, brother? How you doing, Patrick? What's up, Walks with a Line? Just hanging out, man. Trying to clean up my garage. I think I got a spider in here that's biting me. It's 91 in Maine. Dang, Dan. It's 85 in my garage, but outside I think it's like 106. It's 104. It's been actually pretty mild here in Las Vegas. How you doing, Dan's Homestead? I got 2 Dans in here. What's everybody been up to? Hey, Creature. Stuart, all the way from the UK. What time is it in the UK right now? Where you're at? I know it's all different times, but where you're at, what time is it? 111 in Arizona, huh? Yeah, it's been mild here in Vegas. Last week we were in the 90s for our high, and that's crazy for July. You're building a planter, Brandon? It's almost fall. It's almost 11 p.m. there. It's only 2:56 here in the afternoon. What's up, Garrett? Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate that, man. Lisa, what's up? How you doing, Lisa? My sister watched my video when you were on there, and she said, oh no, somebody else. Somebody said his wife's name was Lisa. And I told you my sister's name is Lisa. And she said, why didn't you tell her your sister's name was Lisa? And I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about it. Thanks, Jacob. You watch it with your kids? That's cool. I try not to curse or anything, just in case. Oh, you got the solar power candle, the one that's on my my bench? You're building the same one, Dan? The one that's on my, what is it? A planter bench? In South Texas, it's always summer. That's where you live at, Brandon? It's pretty much like that here. We get kind of cold in the winter, maybe down in the 50s, but it doesn't get that bad. It's actually pretty nice. New Orleans, it's 96, feels like 110. Is it really humid there? Yeah, probably wouldn't be. Yeah. But I don't know who's watching with their kids or who's watching with who. I had a guy tell me that his wife gets mad when he watches me because I'm what did he say? Not chauvinistic. Was it chauvinistic? Yeah, I think it was chauvinistic. So he can't watch me around his wife, he said, because my jokes are chauvinistic. I don't know what he was talking about. It's hot in Jackson. Yeah, it's always hot in Florida and humid. And you got them alligators. My sister went there not too long ago, and to Florida, and did a. I guess you can go down some kind of a I want to say creek, but it wasn't a stream, I guess. And there's alligators all over, but they don't really bother you. Hey, from Alaska. How's it up in Alaska? I bet you it's nice up there. York, PA, Dad. I was born in Pennsylvania. 50s is shorts weather in New England. Yeah, right? There's people that come here from like back east and stuff. Once you get acclimated, I used to be like that. When I moved from back east I moved to San Diego in like 89. I remember swimming at Christmas time and because we came from back east. But and people get like that here, but the opposite. Now when it's like 90, it feels good outside. Oh, thank you, DJ Dan. I appreciate that, man. I think you're the first person. Oh no, Bearded Viking. I don't know what those are called, but Bearded Viking did that for me one time. Illinois corn sweat sucks. Is Florida worse than Illinois for humidity? Yeah, I would imagine so, huh? York, PA, Dad. You used to have you have family here in Las Vegas. When did you move from here? I've been in Las Vegas since I moved here in '93. Thank you, DJ Dan. I appreciate it, man. What's corn sweat? What is that? I never heard that term. I lived right by the old Craig Ranch golf course. I lived at Ann and Camino El Norte back in. I moved there in 2005. Oh, so is it worse there? I'd never heard of that before. That's pretty interesting. I'm learning all kinds of stuff from you guys. Corn sweat. Never heard of it. That's crazy. So is it extra super? That's where you used to live at? Yeah, I lived right off of. I built a lot of those houses there. I worked for Party Homes at that time when you lived there, and I was building houses on Whitestone off of Ann. I was building a bunch of houses over there. Thank you, creature. I didn't think they were chauvinistic either, but that's what some guy said. He responded to. I said I was in one of my videos. I said I was trying to get to. I think it was 50,000 at the time. As I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers, if you guys could subscribe. And he said you'd probably have more subscribers if your jokes weren't chauvinistic. I can't even watch you in front of my wife. And I was like, wow, dude, I didn't think my jokes were chauvinistic, but. 66% humidity, that's not too bad, I guess. We were humid last week. We have a season in July out here in Las Vegas where it's called monsoon season. When I first moved out here, the flooding was crazy. Like, it would just all of a sudden rain 3 inches. And Vegas doesn't get more than a half an inch a year. And but back in like the early 90s, before they had all their channels in for the water to divert the water, they would get flooding. It would just wipe out trailer parks. It would wipe out all kinds of stuff. It was crazy. They'd have to rescue people off the tops of cars. It's July here. It's monsoon season, and it gets really humid. Like, it'll rain and it really for a long time, and we'll get a lot of water, and then after that it's humid, just for a little while. Shalom, shalom, amigo. You said that in a comment the other day. I said you're speaking Spanish and Hebrew at the same time. VLC woodworking. Right? Who can't enjoy a good fart joke? There's been a couple people that have said stuff about the fart jokes. One guy said everything was funny, but the fart jokes were childish. For the most part, I get pretty good comments. I don't get too many bad comments on here. On Instagram, which I don't have anymore, you get more of the negative comments and like TikTok. But everybody's really good on YouTube. Everybody's really good with the comments. Thank you, is it Stefan or Steven? Am I saying, how do you say it? You get thinner strips on a table saw? Maybe I'll put it into one of my videos. I'm trying to think what I'm building up coming up. I'll try to put that in one of my videos. Go away with the wind, right? Yeah, biologically inflamed. Old path. What's the latest tool I got? I got this toolbox. Have you guys seen these at Harbor Freight? I think it was 18 bucks at Harbor Freight. It's a little mini toolbox. I'm gonna keep snacks in mine. My daughter wants one to put her makeup in. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a little mini toolbox. I got it from Harbor Freight. They had red, blue, black. The latest tool I've gotten. I don't know if I've gotten a tool, but I got a couple measuring things. I got a T-square because my next video I'm going to be using plywood. And then I got this little square thing right here. I got a couple squares. And then I got this really cool thing from Wen. I used it in my last video. I don't know where I put it at though. It's probably on my workbench somewhere. I came in here to clean up and then I got on live. Right? Lots of good jokes are childish. Okay. Steven. What do I like better? Oh, I kind of like Stefan. It sounds like sophisticated. Woodworking, I would say it's a side hustle. I still do other stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't consider it woodworking. I work for my brother-in-law doing housing stuff, prepping houses and getting how he works for a company that flips houses. You got a new CNC, Bert? I want to get a CNC. What did you get? Have a great night, Dan. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What are you building? Yeah, I like a clean shot. I think it clears your head and you can think better. When I'm tripping over stuff, it's hard. I get all flustered and it's hard to like focus on what I'm doing. Hey, there's my wife. Now I can't talk about her, guys. She's at work still. So she thought I was cleaning the garage, but now she knows I'm not. You got the 48-inch T-square? I think that's what this is too. Yeah, that's the 48-inch. It was the only one they had was this Empire. Was it pretty square? I looked at the ones at Harbor Freight. I was going to get a T-square from Harbor Freight, but I compared it to another one of their squares, and one of them was off. I don't know if it was the... if it was the T-square or the other square I was comparing it to, but so I didn't buy either one of them. Babe, we're not talking about you. I wouldn't talk about you. Busted. What's a Chapaco? A 4XL. What's a Chapaco, Bert? What's up, Shannon? How you doing, brother? Which one did you get, Lisa? You got it from Home Depot, you said? Let me look back. I don't remember what you said you got it from. Oh, no, you said Harbor Freight. Yeah, Harbor Freight. Yeah, I was looking at it. Mine, it wasn't square, the one I grabbed, so one of them wasn't square. I put two squares together, and they didn't line up. So good night, Luis. Have a good night, brother. You cut your finger on a pool saw. Was it bad? Did you have to get stitches or anything? What's shape? Oh, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, JT. Shape AO is made of carbide 3D. Is that a brand of CNC machine? You super glued your finger, Reaver? Or did you go and they put that glue in there? Yeah, everything from the 70s is more accurate. I noticed that. Some of my older stuff is works a lot better. They don't. I remember growing up, my you would hear your parents and your grandparents say they don't make stuff the way they used to, and now I say it all the time. They really don't make stuff the way they used to. Everything is just made so poorly. Appliances, tools. Actually, there's some pretty good made tools. All right, creature. Yeah, you better clean up before your wife gets home. I got to do the same thing, but she's on here watching me now. She knows I wasn't cleaning. I can't even pretend like I was something happened. Oh, combination square. Okay. Yeah, I got a little combination square. It wasn't as it. I need a bigger one for the. I guess my combination square is the Empire too. I used this in my last video. Somebody asked me what tool I got. It's not really a tool, but sorta. It's pretty cool. It's like an edge marker. And it goes to like I think it's 1/32 of an inch is as small as it goes. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers. But yeah, you put it on the edge and you can make a line in 1/32 of an inch increments. So it's pretty cool. It's by Wen. I think it was like 15 bucks on Amazon. Thank you, Landon. It's a little bit messy right now. I need a haircut. I don't have much to cut. I do need a good shaving though. I've never turned on a wood lathe. I haven't, VLC. I looked at the ones they had at Harbor Freight. Are those any good? I look stoned. I'm not stoned. Mike from Vegas. What part of Vegas are you from, Mike? The 12-inch men when marking square. I haven't seen that one. Actually, I might have. They had like a 4 of them under this same listing, But yeah, this one's only a couple inches, but you can do like really small lines. All right, Stefan. Thanks for joining the live, brother. I appreciate it. Centennial Hills, you live right by me, man. I live right by the DMV on Decatur. Are they garbage, Jade Williams? The Harbor Freight lathes? You took a crap in Enterprise, Nevada? Waverly, Tennessee. How you doing, brother? Empty Nest Farms. I don't know if you might be a sister. Waverly. My mom used to live on a street called Waverly. How's the weather in Tennessee? How can I be in the garage in this heat? I'm just used to it. I got a fan going, blowing in here from the house. My garage is insulated pretty good, so it usually doesn't get much above 90. It's 85 right now. If I open the laundry room door and let the air come in from there, it keeps it about in the 80s. But my other garage is not insulated, and it gets like a oven in that one. Your Harbor Freight one. Now, do they have different levels, or is it just the one? Do they just have one lathe? You know, they have different levels of some of their other tools. They have some of the lower level ones. And tips on keeping your garage clean. I'm a hard one to ask. Mine is a mess right now. I mean, it's not a big mess, but I think probably the biggest thing is having a space for everything. If you have a space for everything and you put it back, if you have a place to put everything and a convenient space, like a cleat wall, that really helps. Like, and then I think also the way you organize your garage. Like cabinets, I built these cabinets, but I don't think they're the best thing. Have you guys seen that other woodworker? He has these cabinets, but you open them and like a thing slides out. I can't remember what his name is. He's another woodworker. He's a pretty big one. And the things slide out, you can access it easier. Sometimes cabinets aren't the best way to organize stuff. Same with drawers. Like really deep drawers anyways. Yeah, not sharing the garage with your wife. That is a good tip. My wife she says that because she used to, anything that was in the house, like trash, she would stick it right inside the garage on the, like boxes that she would get from Amazon or something. She would stick it right inside the garage on the floor. And I'd walk in and trip over it. The Delta, you got the Delta lathe? Where'd you get it through? Like Lowe's or something? Yeah, clean shop is the easy moving shop. Sometimes it takes me longer to make my videos because I have to like, when I'm cutting stuff, because I have a small garage, so I gotta like move my workbench against the wall, get out the saw, do a few cuts, put the saw back, take the workbench back out. Oh, the Harbor Freight was a Delta. I thought Delta was a good brand. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Good evening, O. How you doing, brother? You're sharing your garage with your motorcycle and the laundry area? Yeah, half a garage is kind of tight. I want to like move. I got to figure out something to do with that wood. I don't know what to do with all my lumber over there, but that's a whole lot of space that I could be using. But I don't have a side yard to put it in. I don't have a backyard. I don't have a shed. Woodworking YouTuber, John up north. I would say just practice. One thing that I figured out right away was I was trying to explain the same things in every video, like how to pick the wood and certain things I try to explain in every video. So instead, just make a video like on how to, like, say you're gonna, I don't know how to explain it. Like when I was working on how to make I made a video on how to make my mountains, and then videos on how to do them little small projects. I would start off with how to pick your wood, how to pick the grain, and it was just like a repetitive thing in every video. So instead of doing that, maybe make one video on like how to pick the wood. I'm just using that as an example. But sometimes, like, I just put up a video and it didn't do very well. The last video I put up, it's like my 10th, it's in like 10th place compared to all my other videos. So I've had a hard time myself trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm. I think one of the most important things you can do is have a good thumbnail and keep your videos interesting. You dominated the garage and the wife gave up? Yeah, I have two garages now here. So she leaves this one alone. She has her own garage over there. They're both single car garages. Yeah, it takes a while, man. Like when you first start making videos, it takes a while to get in the groove of it and just become natural in what you're doing. And once you become natural in yourself, I think that your videos will do better. There's a lot of people that make woodworking videos. So one thing I heard from another video, but it wasn't a woodworker, it was like a guy that was explaining how to do good on making YouTube videos. I watched a lot of those videos, and they said the only thing someone else can't do is you. So be yourself. So that's why I try to incorporate like my humor, my fart jokes, my little action figures that I collect. Just put yourself into your videos, you know? Yeah, you don't want to try to mimic other creators. Just be you. That's the only person you can be. That's the only thing that somebody else can't do. Everybody can make a cleat wall. Everybody can make the same stuff that you're making, but they can't be you. So you just got to be you is probably one of the most important things. And then keep your videos kind of moving, you know. I always feel like nobody wants to see me cut every board, you know, that I'm cutting. Like maybe the first board, most of the people watching, they know how to like cut the wood. Are you talking to me, Jay Williams? I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. You like the Spidey Venom? Yeah, I had those for a while. I was waiting to incorporate them into a video. My last video, I made some watch holders, and I forgot to do the joke, but I used Aquaman. And the joke, I try to use a guy and then have a joke. And the joke for the last one was, like, it was a watch box I was making. So if somebody said, I'm messing this all up. That's why I didn't do the joke. What does Aquaman have to do with watches? Because whenever there's a crime that's not in the ocean, all he can do is watch. That was my joke, but It was kind of dumb, so I didn't do it. Mike is making stuff. Am I following you, Mike? I thought I was. Let me see. I don't know if I can see your... I'll try to look at your channel. I don't know how to do it from here. Oh, my light just died. I'll check out your channel, dude. I'll subscribe if I'm not on there. Yeah, I'll check it out. I think what you're doing is helpful, you know. I just watched videos of guys that were doing well at the woodworking videos, and I kind of like not copied them, but just like elements of what they did good. I try to like do in my videos too. Yeah, what you're doing right now is good too, Mike, because you're getting out there and people are seeing your name, they're seeing your my next project is a it's a thing that goes in the bathroom. It's just like a cabinet sort of thing. I'm gonna make it out of plywood. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it, brother. My videos started trailing off, and I haven't been getting as many views as I used to. I don't know what happened. The hardest part about YouTube is coming up with the thumbnails every week and a good title. That's the harder part. I like making the videos. They're fun. I like editing's a little bit tedious, but you're at 1K subs. I'll make sure I'm subscribed to you too. I'm not sure who I'm subscribed to. I should have a piece of paper writing this down. Usually my wife does that for me. Let me get a piece of paper so I can write you guys down. Let me get a pencil. I got a colonoscopy on Friday. It's my first one. I'm kind of scared. Has anybody had one before? It's all the fart jokes I make. Thank you, Second Dimension. I appreciate it. You got 20K views off of 4 lives? That's pretty good, Mike. What do you do on your lives? What would you guys like me to do on my live? I thought about making stuff, but... Bearded Viking, what's up, brother? Mike is making stuff. Let me write that down. Bearded Viking's in the house, you guys. That guy's got to be the hardest working woodworker on YouTube. Yeah, the prep sucks. I'm in the prep phase right now, where all you can eat. I can only eat certain things, and then Thursday I got to do the all liquid diet. That's gonna suck for 24 hours. We should compete in making a poker table. I'm down. I don't know how our poker tables what'd you have part of your intestines cut out for? You do the most random crap. That's another thing. Like I think one thing they say is you should be consistent in what you're making on your channel. Like don't go one day making stuff out of wood and then the next day you're showing how to fly kites. Like me with my knitting channel, I keep it separate. The Night of 1,000 Waterfalls. What's that? Oh, are you talking about the colonoscopy thing? Why do you hate the highlighted name? Why do you have that? Because you got, what is that called? Verified? The one dumpster challenge. Now that's interesting. I would watch that. I think that would be pretty interesting. Where do I get my ideas for my projects? I try to find stuff that's like trending, either on Pinterest or Etsy, stuff that people are buying. I try to share. I try to do videos because that seems to be what people like. Videos about woodworking projects that are easy to sell. I don't like doing all those. I would like to do some that are just regular projects. Eventually, I want to just do that. But it seems like whenever I do like the regular random project, people don't really watch the videos. But when I do the projects, you know, where you can sell the stuff, people want to watch that. Verified, yeah. That's good that you're verified, though, man. I think I can until 100K. I hope my results come back good too, man. The paterfamilias? What is that? Yeah, see, Mike, you have a funny personality, man. I think you would